Now let me take you back for a second or two. Childhood raps take you back for a minute, when times were more simple and you lived with your parents. Before you went to college and you started paying taxes. Remember these shows that you watched as a kid. Childhood raps take you back.
Okay, you wonderful passengers, it is that time again. We are about to sit here and watch Tangled, the series, Season 1, Episode 20. And I was going to watch this one at the house, but that's when I thought that it was the season final. It turns out this is the episode before the season final, so instead of watching it at the house, I ended up watching the final episode of Dragon Prince, and now we're on hiatus until season 3 comes out of Dragon Prince, for that show at least. So, yes, this wasn't the season final, and the season final is a double episode, so I was gonna, I got a little extra time on Sunday evenings at the house, so I try to watch stuff during that time period, and this was going to be one of them, but it wasn't the double episode, so I was like, you know what, we're going to hold off for just a minute, and we're going to watch this episode instead. So now that's where we are now. We're going to watch this episode now. So all that explaining was to let you know, hey, we're watching it in the truck, episode 20, season 1. So with that said, the normal routine, the place we got this truck at tonight, it's one of my normal locations, but I'm clear on the other side of where I normally park, so no highway, but we might have the random semi-truck want to come in here, pass us by, all that good stuff. But you know what? That's part of being a truck driver. Sometimes you just have to deal with a little bit of noise, and normally I don't have to personally deal with the noise because I got, what's become soothing to me after so many years of driving a semi-truck. Now the noise of a semi-truck is soothing when I sleep, as opposed to like, okay, how do I get used to this? But I'd rather it running and hear that than hear trucks pass me by. So, yeah, we might have that. Of course, like always, I don't have this truck running because, yeah, that's a lot of noise. So, yes, with that said, that's where I'm parked tonight. It should be quiet. Shouldn't be no big deal. We're almost at that point in the year as well where it's still hot, but it's not quite as hot, but it's still hot outside. So I'm about to be done rambling. That way we could slow down, I could cool off and just chill out and watch the episode with y'all. But before we do that, over to the whiteboard. Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. I had to slow down there for a minute because I didn't want to misinterpret it, because I was like, wait, I know this quote, so I turned back to y'all, and then I was like, wait, no I don't want to get it wrong, and then I had to kept turning back and forth, but I should know it because it's from Lilo and Stitch, and that was Lilo and Lilo and Nani that said that together. I think that was closer to the end of the movie. I do remember that. My brain's fried today. Oh, it's been a long day. But we're about to watch Tangled. Who suggested that, though? Pink Princess. So, yes, give Pink Princess a shout out. She's normally down there in the comments. I believe she has one other name, but I ain't going to say that just for the sake of not throwing too much out there. So, I think, I think that she goes by another name once in a while. But, yeah, go down there, say hi to her, let her know that let her know that you care, and just make a friend down there. I don't know where I'm going with that statement, so I'm going to shut up. What I'm going to do instead is put these headphones on and quit running my mouth so much, and we're going to start this in 3, 2, 1, and play. Skip. Let's do this, y'all. Uh-oh. Rapunzel's on a mission. Last episode, she said she was going to find out the truth from her dad. So that's where we're going, it looks like. Woo! First words, you lied to me.
Rapunzel, I just heard what happened in No Corona. I assure you my intent was only to protect you.
From what?
I am the king, and I have the situation under control.
You might be the king, but that's your daughter, dude.
You are not the first person to lie to me and tell me I am not ready for the real world.
Oof, I bet that cut you deep, didn't it? Hmm.
So, I guess it's a pretty
Problem
good
is
bet
I
that
don't
Corona won't be
disagree with
hosting a
him.
daddy-daughter dance anytime soon.
Okay, Eugene.
Yeah,
You might want to stop already.
I'm not sure what's going on, but
Quit being so mean, Pete! Wait! All I said was
What?
your breath smells like tree rot, you're a substandard croquet player, and previous
What in
instances
the
where
world?
I've
Why are you...
patently false.
You too, I swear to goodness.
Always loved my voice.
Pete, what are you doing? Stan's your best friend.
Yeah!
I know! I can't help it! It's like I have to say whatever's on my mind!
Oh yeah, well, you have cookie crumbs on your cheek all over the place.
Stan, wait! I'm sorry!
There you are.
Dad, what is all this?
I feel horrible about the way we left things.
Okay.
And well, I'm hoping
This
to
has
make it up
got
now.
to be
Dad, I'm so
a dream or something. Okay. Definitely a dream. I don't think they throw this at us this early in the episode.
Or all you hold in your heart will be in grave danger.
Oh, okay. Woo, it is a drop. And there goes the hair again. What in the world? Are you choking, Pascal? What in the world?
Oh, Pascal, I would never do anything to hurt you.
What is with her hair? Just going all crazy these last couple episodes.
Oh, Varian, where have you been? I've been so worried about you.
Yeah, I've had to lie low.
Okay, well this
It's
is a
funny thing,
different
the
Varian
people
than
aren't, too keen on
I
guys
thought
who
we
don't
were
have
going to
good
get.
taste.
I thought we were going to get
Attack me.
villain
You made it in
Varian.
the storm. You came
So he's not a
I got
villain?
to see why I needed your help. But from what I can tell, those black rocks are actually some kind of ancient darkness. Its destructive power
Huh?
can only be stopped by its counterpart.
I've got
the
to
sun.
pause that so I
The
can
sun-
see what
the-
that
the
whole
flower.
You mean
scroll
that
thingy
flower?
is.
The one that healed my mom and gave me my hair.
Say your dad has been really a reliable source of information.
Well,
No, Rapunzel, no, it's still here. I'm sure
I
of it.
see what
Your
he's
dad
doing.
wouldn't
He's
just
being
throw away something that
manipulative
could
right
wield
now.
that kind of power. A single petal from that flower would solve all of our problems. That
and hers de Son's journal has a complete map of them.
Really? So that book's coming back into play, huh? Something about that picture. I don't like that picture of him.
What am I doing? How far would you go to find the truth?
Personally, not very far. Frankly, the truth's not all it's cracked up to be.
Oh, Eugene.
Yeah, sorry. I've had a lot to process lately. I promise I'll talk when I'm ready, okay?
Okay. Just let me know if you need anything.
I say it all the time, but I love their relationship.
Blondie?
Oh, I know a thing or two about booby
Varian,
traps.
watch out!
Oh, whoa.
Really, Varian?
Well, that's one down.
Just step right on them.
Hurry!
Okay, there we go. So, you're going to risk Pascal's life again? This is the second time this season that Pascal's been in danger like this.
Pascal, do something!
But of course, we can't have Pascal, as cute as he is, be hurt in any sort of way.
Pascal, you...
Wait till the last second, Pascal.
Then I saw my cat and I said, "Hello, Mr. Happy Paws. Who's a fluffer nutter?" Of course, he can't talk.
Tripwire.
I told y'all he was too cute to get rid of in any sort of danger. Really?
Everyone okay? We're getting closer to the surface. We don't want to alarm the guards.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they and everyone else have their hands full.
I got
Okay, so obviously everyone's telling the blunt, honest truth because of Varian. He did something with the potion thingy that he found, and
Useless information.
I gave you my
He's going to be a villain. He's just being very manipulative right now.
Okay, let's try this.
The man in the bush who gave me purple cookies, a bit peculiar.
Purple cookies?
You might have led with that.
He was asking about the sundrop flower, which the king has been secretly hiding in the vault ever since he used it on the queen.
The sundrop flower?
Yeah, I know you can't help but tell the truth, but that is some vital information that you can't be sharing with just anybody.
Varian. So that's why Rapunzel was acting so peculiar. Come on, she might be in trouble.
But I'm not really concerned about Corona.
You don't care about Corona?
Jeez.
I mean, of course I'm concerned about Corona. I love Corona. I just meant right now, I'm really concerned about how it's gonna help my dad. Corona too.
Okay. So nobody's gonna say nothing about the robot that just started moving? Yeah, thank you. I knew it was something behind you.
We're gonna need some kind of a plan if we're gonna defeat that thing. Hey! You! Metalhead!
Automaton!
Come and get it!
Not the time to be correcting her.
Sorry. Strict orders from the king. No one is permitted beyond this point.
There it is. The flower.
I like that you can hear the notes from the original song with that flower in the background. Whoa, dude.
Wait. You said you were just gonna take one petal.
You'd be surprised what people will tell you for a cookie.
Really?
Pete? Stan? How could you?
Oh, do you honestly expect me to be concerned about the welfare of Corona?
But you said you...
This is the variant I was waiting for.
I begged you in this kingdom for help. Everyone turned their back on me.
I promise you. I promise. Just this is not the way.
Please. You promised before, though.
Sorry, princess. But I know firsthand how well you keep promises.
There he is!
Work, please, work. No.
Okay.
No, this is useless. It's like it no longer holds the Sundrop's power.
It's Rapunzel.
It's Rapunzel.
Interesting. Okay, so our little twist is that Rapunzel, she said there at the end that she let the most powerful thing in Corona and let it slip into the hands of someone that she don't even know who it is anymore. But it turns out that really that flower ain't powerful whatsoever, because that flower isn't the thing that holds the power no more. What holds the power is her. She is now the flower, which in return makes her now the most powerful thing in Corona. So that's an interesting little development. I'm wondering whether or not Rapunzel's going to realize this. So yeah, other than that, a couple things that were in my head throughout the episode is I can literally see all points of views from this. I understand her dad's point of view. He's just trying to protect his daughter. He's wanting her, her to be safe. He doesn't want her to go snooping around and then end up, getting in trouble and then, losing her again after 18 years. Granted, that was a hard, deep cut from Rapunzel telling him, I've heard this before from someone telling me I ain't ready for the real world. So that was a bit of a hard cut from her, which means that's the second person I understand. I understand Rapunzel wants to know the truth about pretty much what the flip is going on, because she knows it revolves around her somehow and her hair. because those rocks really interact with her hair, and it creates a lot of chaos when they get a taste of that hair of hers. So, yeah. I've always said it before. I love Eugene and Rapunzel's relationship. It's just so sweet and wonderful. And then on top of that, I understand Varian's point of view as well. Granted, yes, I've said it before, Varian is technically at fault for what happened to his dad, because his dad told him several times, look, dude, quit messing with these rocks. And he kept messing with them. He was trying to figure out a way of getting rid of them and stuff like that. He had the best of intentions. I get it. It's understandable. You're trying to help, your town out. But at the same time, it was his concoction that spilled on the rocks that ended up making it interact with the rocks, encasing his father. So, technicality, yes, Varian's at fault for what happened to his dad, and I understand his point of view. He's trying to help his dad, and what I feel like in my, within myself with Varian is his character is more of trying to make his dad proud and trying to make up for past mistakes that, his dad sees Varian as someone who makes nothing but mistakes and this and that, and he's trying to prove to his dad that he doesn't make that many mistakes. He's just trying to make up things to his father through whatever means necessary. Plus, on top of that, he's trying to fix his mistakes because, like I said, it's his fault that his dad's encased in those rocks. So he's trying to make up for the mistake that he made. Granted, he's starting to blame Rapunzel and all this other stuff, but, it is what it is. I thought when we saw Varian again that we were going to get a dark and brooding Varian. Granted, that's not what we got when we first saw him. He climbed into that boat. Yes, granted, he did hold her mouth shut so she wouldn't scream. But what we got instead was not a villainous, whatchamacall-him. We didn't get the villainous, whatchamacall-him. What am I thinking? We didn't get a villainous Varian. What we got was a Varian who is trying to be like, hey, I'm back here asking you for help again. And what he was doing was being manipulative instead of actually wanting to get help. All he did was use her in order to get the flower, and then he comes and finds out that the flower doesn't work. There are so many things with this episode alone. I don't know. This episode, my goodness, it is, I don't know. There's a lot there, but I don't think we're going to know everything from this season until we get the next episode, the season final, 44 minutes long, and it's, most of y'all say it's your favorite episode besides episode 16. So, since I've got a truck out there, well, he already stopped. As you can hear, his air brakes go off. So, since I've got that truck over there, and I'm wanting to get out of this truck, walk around, stretch out, all that good stuff, get a little bit of exercise, I can't just, sit down all day inside this truck, and, yeah, I gotta stretch out a little bit. So, with that said, it is now y'all's turn. I'm going to shut up, because if I don't, like I always say, I will run my mouth. So, I'm shutting up. It's y'all's turn. Leave those comments down below. Hit that like. Tickle to subscribe if you're new here. Don't be texting and driving. And as Mr. Rogers always says,
And I like you as you are, I do.